Who is the greatest wrestler from each alphabet? Let's find out from A. AJ Styles. They call him the Phenomenal One for a reason. From TNA to New Japan to WWE, AJ Styles has delivered classics everywhere he's gone. His arrival in WWE in 2016 wasn't just a debut. It was validation that one of the best independent wrestlers in history had finally reached the main stage. Styles quickly proved he wasn't just hype, capturing multiple world titles and facing every major name of his era. Whether it's his timing, storytelling, or unmatched consistency, AJ Styles embodies what world-class wrestling looks like. Simply put, when it comes to the letter A, it stands for phenomenal. Next from B, Brock Lesnar. When it comes to pure dominance, no one defines a letter B like Brock Lesnar. From the moment he debuted in 2002, Lesnar looked unstoppable, a mix of freak athleticism and real-world legitimacy. In just 5 months, he became the youngest WWE champion in history. After conquering UFC and returning in 2012, Brock changed the entire landscape of WWE once again. Every match felt like a fight, every appearance an event. His resume says it all. Multiple world titles. The streak ended in unforgettable rivalries with Cena, Undertaker, and Roman Reigns. Simply put, Brock Lesnar isn't just a beast incarnate. He's a standard for domination in pro wrestling. Next from C, CM Punk. Very few names have shaken the wrestling world like CM Punk. From his rise in Ring of Honor to his unforgettable pipe bomb promo in 2011, Punk became the voice of a generation that demanded real change. He wasn't the biggest or the flashiest, but his charisma and honesty made him magnetic. As WWE champion, he held the title for 434 days, proving that passion and storytelling could outshine pure size or power. After years away, his shocking 2023 return reminded everyone why fans still chant his name. For the letter C, no one embodies conviction, courage, and chaos quite like CM Punk. Next from D, Dusty Rhodes. Few men ever connected with fans the way the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, did. He wasn't the flashiest, but Dusty's charisma and heart made him one of the most beloved wrestlers in history. In an era filled with giants, he stood out because he represented the people. His promos weren't just words. They were poetry for the working man. From NWA to WCW, Dusty became a 3-time world champion and creative genius who shaped the next generation through NXT. His influence is still felt every time a young star cuts a passionate promo. Next from E, Eddie Guerrero. Lie, cheat, and steal wasn't just a catchphrase. It was the spirit of Eddie Guerrero's storytelling. He can make fans laugh one moment and tear up the next. Technically brilliant, emotionally raw, and endlessly charismatic, Eddie was a total package. From his wars in WCW to his redemption story in WWE, Guerrero earned every ounce of respect he received. His 2004 WWE Championship win over Brock Lesnar remains one of the most emotional moments in wrestling history. The night the underdog truly conquered the beast. Eddie's legacy still inspires today's stars to mix personality with passion. Next from F, Finn Balor. Few wrestlers combine style, precision, and storytelling like Finn Balor. From leading the Bullet Club in Japan to becoming the first ever Universal Champion in WWE, Finn's journey has been about proving that size doesn't define greatness. His unique demon persona showed creativity rarely seen in modern wrestling, blending art, psychology, and athleticism into one. Even after injuries and inconsistent booking, Finn continues to deliver main event performances every time he steps in the ring. Whether it's NXT Classics or Judgment Day leadership, Balor represents resilience and pure skill. Next from G, Goldberg. When you talk about dominance and intensity, few names hit harder than Goldberg. Bursting onto the scene in WCW during the late 90s, he became a phenomenon. 173 straight wins, pure destruction, and unmatched crowd energy. His entrance, his look, and his spear all screamed unstoppable. Goldberg wasn't about long matches. He was about moments. And every time his music hit, fans knew something big was coming. His comeback years later proved his aura never faded. Whether fans loved or hated him, everyone felt Goldberg. Next from H, Hulk Hogan. When it comes to mainstream superstardom, no name changed wrestling quite like Hulk Hogan. In the 1980s, Hogan transformed WWE from a regional attraction into a global phenomenon. With his Hulkamania charisma, iconic promos, and massive presence, he became the face of professional wrestling for an entire generation. His matches with Andre the Giant, Randy Savage, and the Ultimate Warrior defined an era. Then in the 90s, Hogan reinvented himself as Hollywood Hogan in WCW, leading the NWO and changing wrestling once again. Love him or hate him, Hogan made wrestling larger than life. Next for my Iron Sheik. The Iron Sheik was more than just a villain. He was one of wrestling's most important figures. An Olympic-level athlete from Iran, he brought real-world toughness and international flair to WWE during the early 1980s. As a man who ended Bob Backlund's 5-year title reign, Sheik became a key part of wrestling history. His loss to Hulk Hogan in 1984 wasn't just a title change. It kicked off the entire Hulkamania era. The Sheik's character work, accent, and unmatched ability to draw heat made him one of the most hated and respected heels of all time. Next from J, the GOAT John Cena. For 2 decades, John Cena has been the face of WWE. From his ruthless aggression debut in 2002 to his Hollywood success today, Cena's career is built on consistency, connection, and charisma. He's a 17-time world champion, but his his legacy goes beyond titles. It's about loyalty and hard work. Through cheers and boos, Cena never stopped showing up, giving everything to the company and its fans. His rivalries with Edge, CM Punk, and Randy Orton defined eras, and his never give up motto inspired millions. Whether fans loved him or hated him, everyone respected him. Next from Kane. Few characters have had a career as long, consistent, and unforgettable as Kane. Debuting in 1997 with one of the greatest entrances in WWE history, he tore the hell in a cell door off to confront The Undertaker, instantly becoming a legend with his red mask, chilling aura, and unmatched strength. Kane became a cornerstone of WWE storytelling for decades. From world titles to tag team reigns to unforgettable moments, the Big Red Machine blended power with longevity. Behind a monster, though, was one of the most reliable performers in history, always evolving, always relevant. Next from Lex Luger. Lex Luger was built to be a superstar. Power, physique, and presence. Dubbed the total package, he dominated WCW before becoming one of WWE's biggest hopes during the early 90s. After body slamming Yokozuna on the USS Intrepid in 1993, Luger was positioned as the next American hero. While he never fully reached Hogan-level superstardom, his impact can't be denied. Multiple world titles, classic rivalries, and a career that spanned both major promotions proved Luger's place in wrestling history. His mix of athleticism and charisma made him one of the defining stars of his era. Next from Mick Foley. Few wrestlers have ever given more of themselves to entertain fans than Mick Foley. Whether it was Mankind, Cactus Jack, or Dude Love, every persona carried the same message: passion, pain, and heart. Foley wasn't the strongest or flashiest, but his willingness to sacrifice his body made him unforgettable. From being thrown off Hell in a Cell to winning the WWE Championship in one of Raw's greatest moments, Foley built his career on resilience and storytelling. He connected with fans because he was real, flawed, funny, and fearless. Next from Natalya, a true veteran and cornerstone of WWE's women's division. Natalya Neidhart carries the Hart family legacy with pride. Trained in the famous Hart Dungeon, she combines old-school technique with modern athleticism, making her one of the most technically gifted women to ever step into the ring. Since debuting in 2008, Natalya has been a reliable constant, helping elevate every generation that followed, from the Divas era to the Women's Revolution. Former Divas and SmackDown Women's Champion, she's respected by peers and fans alike for her consistency, professionalism, and love for the craft. Natalya isn't just a veteran, she's the backbone of women's wrestling in WWE. Next from Owen Hart. Owen Hart wasn't just a younger brother of Bret, he was one of the most talented wrestlers of his generation. A technical master with speed, wit, and personality, Owen could make any match feel alive. From his early days in Stampede Wrestling to his breakout moment defeating Bret at WrestleMania 10, he proved he was more than just part of the Hart legacy. He was his own star. Fans loved his mix of humor and heart, and his tragic passing only deepened the respect the wrestling world holds for him. Owen Hart's legacy is eternal, pure talent gone too soon. Next from Paige. Before the women's revolution truly began, Paige was already breaking barriers. Debuting on the main roster in 2014, she shocked the world by defeating AJ Lee on her first night to become Divas Champion at just 21 years old. Her gothic style, real attitude, and fearless in-ring ability made her stand out in a division that desperately needed change. Paige helped pave the way for today's women's wrestling era by proving female superstars could be both strong and authentic. Though injuries cut her WWE career short, her influence continues to shape women's wrestling worldwide. Next from Queen Zelina. When it comes to the letter Q, Queen Zelina stands tall. Winning the 2021 Queen's Crown Tournament, Zelina Vega became the first woman to hold that title in WWE history. Though not the biggest or strongest, she makes up for it with unmatched confidence, sharp promos, and ring awareness. Whether managing top stars or competing herself, Zelina brings elegance and attitude to every role she plays. Her victory as queen wasn't just symbolic. It proved that charisma and determination can elevate anyone to royalty status in WWE. Next from Randy Orton. Few wrestlers have maintained excellence as effortlessly as Randy Orton. Debuting in 2002, Orton grew from a third-generation prospect into one of the greatest of all time. His calm intensity, flawless timing, and ability to make every move look real have made him a benchmark for in-ring psychology. A 14-time world champion, Orton's career is filled with legendary rivalries against John Cena, The Undertaker, and Triple H. Whether as the legend killer, the Viper, or the veteran fan favorite, he's mastered the art of reinvention. Randy Orton's longevity, skill, and storytelling make him the undisputed choice for the letter R. Next from Shawn Michaels. When it comes to pure in-ring artistry, Shawn Michaels stands above almost everyone. The Heartbreak Kid wasn't just an entertainer, he was a storyteller. Every match, every gesture, every moment in the ring had meaning. From his ladder match with Razor Ramon to his emotional classics with The Undertaker, Shawn built a legacy on performance and passion. 4-time world champion, 2-time Royal Rumble winner, and the first Grand Slam champion in WWE history. His resume speaks for itself, whether loved or hated. Shawn Michaels proved that wrestling could be both athletic and emotional. Next from Triple H. Triple H isn't just one of WWE's greatest wrestlers. He's one of its most influential figures ever. From his early days as a game to his role as a modern-day architect behind the scenes, Triple H has shaped every era he's touched. A 14-time world champion, he delivered classics with legends like The Rock, Stone Cold, and Shawn Michaels. His work with Evolution cemented him as a master storyteller, while his creation of NXT built a foundation for WWE's next generation. Ruthless, brilliant, and respected, Triple H embodies what it means to play the game and win it. Next from you, The Undertaker. For over 3 decades, The Undertaker was the soul of WWE. Debuting in 1990, he built a legacy that no one has ever matched, a mix of mystique, loyalty, and storytelling that made him larger than the business itself. His 21-0 WrestleMania streak became a myth, and every entrance felt like a movie moment, slow, haunting, and powerful. From classic battles with Kane and Shawn Michaels to his transformation into the American badass, Undertaker constantly evolved without losing his aura. His loyalty to WWE and his ability to make every opponent look legendary earned him eternal respect. Next from Vader. Big Van Vader was a force of nature, a true monster who could move like a cruiserweight. In the 1990s, while most big men relied on power alone, Vader combined agility, brutality, and unmatched intensity. A multi-time world champion across WCW, NJPW, and WWE. He was respected worldwide for making every match feel like a real fight. His stiff strikes and explosive moonsaults changed what fans thought a heavyweight could do. Despite his size, Vader's athleticism and presence made him unforgettable. Simply put, when Vader's music hit, destruction followed. Next from William Regal. William Regal is one of wrestling's purest craftsmen, a master of technique, psychology, and presence. While he may not have held many world titles, his influence on the business is undeniable. From his early days as a villainous Lord Steven Regal in WCW to his WWE run as the cunning British competitor, Regal turned every match into a wrestling clinic. His facial expressions, timing, and ability to tell stories in the ring made him a favorite among true wrestling purists. Beyond competition, his work in developing future stars shaped an entire generation. Regal defines class, skill, and longevity. Next from X, we have X-Pac. He was the bridge between eras, a fearless performer who brought speed, attitude, and credibility to every faction he joined. Whether it was DX in WWE or the NWO in WCW, X-Pac's energy made him stand out even among legends. Known for his agility and crisp offense, he proved that smaller wrestlers could thrive in a world of giants. His matches with Owen Hart, Jericho, and Shane McMahon helped define the late 90s style, fast-paced, emotional, and explosive. Beyond titles, X-Pac's legacy lies in breaking barriers for future stars who didn't fit the big man mold. Next from Y, Yokozuna. Yokozuna was a true giant who moved with the grace of a much smaller man. Debuting in WWE in the early 90s, he quickly became one of the most dominant champions of his era, standing over 500 pounds. His mix of agility and raw power made him nearly unbeatable, winning the 1993 Royal Rumble and capturing the WWE Championship twice. Yokozuna's reign of dominance defined a generation. Despite being a villain on screen, he was respected and loved behind the scenes for his kindness and presence. His legacy lives on as one of the greatest big men in wrestling history. At last, we have Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler is the definition of consistency and talent. For nearly 2 decades, he was a workhorse of WWE, the guy who can steal the show any night of the week. Known for his athleticism, selling, and storytelling, Ziggler made every opponent look like a star while still shining on his own. His 2013 Money in the Bank cash-in remains one of the loudest, most emotional moments in Raw history. A former World Heavyweight Champion, Intercontinental Champion, and Tag Team Champion, Ziggler's legacy is built on passion and performance. Simply put, the show-off always delivered every single time. And that's it, guys. Hope you liked it. And if you have any name that should have made the list, do comment down below. And like the video and subscribe to the channel. And we'll be back with another video soon.